In the first episode, I introduced you to a talented young man, Daniel Ogoro, with big dreams and a desire to take his game to the highest level. In this episode, we explore the work ethic needed to make his dreams attainable. It's going to be a process, and he's going to have to trust the people around him and trust himself. They say good food cooks slow, so we're going to take our time with this thing. We're going to trust the process.
It may be a little too much, but you do celebrate these things. These things are big wins for you, and you don't have so many wins. And you've been on the quest to get this the whole time, by any means necessary.
Seven letter.
You already know what it is. You can picture me rolling 24 karat gold Figaro, yeah, I'm glowing. Red bone, hella ass, big tits all showing. Quick strap turned to the back, wood gray stroking. Steady provoking them laws with the steeds I'm promoting. Living American dream, got my 6-4 floating. Rolling and enjoying while these winds is blowing. I'm throwing this Sand City money, enjoying. These poles will strip of holes and stories of how it goes. This is the good life I'm living through YOLO for show. With motivation, I'm growing, homie, I know what I know. Don't forget where the hell that I came, homie, that is my plateau. And I'ma always rep my city until that casket flow. Gardena born and raised, nothing like the average Joe. When making niggas tripping, disappearing during the hustle. The good life that I'm living, pimping, I remain humble. Cause that's the only way I know, distributed through the flow. 24 karat gold, herringbone, you better get low. I'm like a light show, bustin' that choco with 4 hoes, with semi-autos, rapping with no clothes, screaming oh no, but thinking oh yes, must be a test. How can something so sexy just leave me to death? Just the life I'm living, pimping, never living depressed. So the flow is always arty with a dab and cockiness. You know the Christians say let go and let God. I say let go and let's ride. 7 flatter on the beat, several clearance I dodge. Middle fingers to them niggas that I know that I rob. Bitch, I'm thugging like niggas that rather not have a job. Steady slinging that rock on the corner of the block. Only live for one goal, gotta get to the top. I know my niggas, they feel it, this dedication can't stop. I'm feeling one of the best, but critics won't give a shot to a nigga like me. My definition ain't street, I'm just a nigga that rap, but rather sit and do beats. I gave y'all any beat, a tape full of my beats. Collaborations with West and 0 begging for beats. Nigga, you better respect who I am. Don't get it twisted when you see this left footprint on my brim. Cause I'm an ignorant ass nigga. I'm not the
I'm Coach Sean Crocker. I'm in my second year at Mercersburg Academy. Spent 3 years at a prep school in Virginia called Stewart Hall School. Prior to that, I spent 9 years as a college assistant and 2 years working full-time for the Duke Group.
Coach Crocker, when did you first inquire about Daniel Ogoro?
Daniel came to me when I, through social media, actually through a mutual friend. When I took this job, I reached out to some people, and he mentioned that he had a guy in England that was looking to bring one of his kids over to the States. So Daniel was one of the first people I was in touch with when I got the job, and it took a solid 18 months to get him over here. So,
what were your initial thoughts about him?
When I first saw Daniel's film, I thought he'd be a good player. Needed to work on a lot of things. I need to get more aggressive. So I think he's still got a lot of potential if he puts his mind to it.
After a full season of playing under you, what do you think his strengths were during the season and his weaknesses?
He is real strong going to the basket. I think he learned relatively quickly that in the United States, the guys in the middle of the paint are going to be significantly more athletic than they were in England. But he was still pretty strong going to the basket, shot almost 50% from inside the 3 for the season. Good with the ball. He needs to learn how to have a counter move, like a little pull-up jump shot, and just be a little stronger with the ball, especially facing some more athletic trapping defenses. He had some hard times at times there. And I think he and I both agree that his jump shot needs to get a little more consistent, especially from 3-point range.
What are his plans for the offseason, and what do you hope that he accomplishes in the offseason?
Right now, he is planning on playing with an AAU team out of New York City called the New York Jayhawks that are on the Adidas circuit. I hope that he gets some more exposure for some coaches, an opportunity to play with similar talent, and against high-level competition. And then in the summer, he's going to go back to England for a little while, and then kind of come back and play a couple team camps with Mercersburg Academy and go to a couple individual camps, as well as potentially playing in a tournament or two with the Jayhawks.
What are your hopes after a good offseason that his game will be next season?
I think, him reflecting on the season this year, I think will do numbers for him preparing for next season, just in terms of understanding the talent level, understanding the athleticism, understanding what he needs to be. I think there were some bumps throughout the season this year with him trying to do things he was able to do in England, but just wasn't able to do here. I hope that he can be more of a leader next year, continue to be aggressive, and lead us to some more success.
And lastly, in the long run, what do you think his potential entails?
In the first half of the year, I got inquiries about him from schools in the Big Ten, coaches from the ACC. I think they're at least following him, looking to see him against higher competition. I think Daniel will he'll end up probably being a Division I player. Kind of the level he ends up at, in some respects, is based on how hard he works to get better and improve his weaknesses.
Seven.
I is Jordan Buckley, Brooklyn, New York. I found out about Mercersburg through the Boys Club. It's a program in the city that helps boys get into independent boarding schools. So yeah, that's that.
What were your first impressions of Daniel as a basketball player?
As a basketball player, I was like, this kid is good, but I don't know how good he is in game. And then first time I saw him playing games, like, all right, he's real. It's for real. It's tough.
What's it like to actually play against him, whether it's scrimmaging, one-on-one, whatever it may be?
I enjoy playing against him a lot because he's very competitive. He talks a lot, but I like that because I'm from New York. We talk a lot in New York. And just go back at it and get better every day. playing against better people, better competition. That's how you get better yourself. So.
How was playing with him during the season, and how would you describe him as a teammate?
As a teammate, he pushes you. He's always pushing you to get to that next level. I would say he has, high level for everyone. So he wants everyone to do their best, max out all the time. He's gonna care about you. I think sometimes he gets a little upset over some stuff or mad at himself, but he just cares about the game and it shows.
From the season, from working out with him, from playing with him, what are some things you feel like he needs to work on to better himself?
I think the main thing is not getting too down on himself, especially in games, because basketball is as much as about how much work you put in, but it's also about like your mentality, how you come into the game. So just working on staying positive throughout the games, because mistakes are always going to happen. I think basketball-wise, shooting off the dribble is really where he needs work, especially from three-point. And if he gets that down, his game is going to be pretty complete, and he's getting some hops because he can't jump for 6'4".
So if those are things he needs to work on, what are some strengths you feel he has?
Some strengths, he's not a selfish player at all. He's always looking for his teammates, drive to the rack strong, finish handles for his size. He's very fast. He's very quick off the dribble, and his basketball IQ.
What is something people wouldn't know or don't know about Daniel?
He thinks he can sing, especially in the shower, but he can't sing.
He's not a good singer?
Vocals are trash. Basura.
How do you feel next season will go for you guys? You, himself, the guys are going to need to step up, fill bigger roles. How do you feel it'll go?
I think we're definitely gonna need to step up because we don't have a lot of senior leadership. There's gonna be guys, younger guys, myself included, who haven't played a lot varsity, so we're gonna need to step up. But I think if everyone continues to work hard all season, just puts time in the gym, comes with the right mentality, plays as a team, trusts the coach, I think we'll be very good, especially with some of the recruits we have for next year.
Last question. If you guys were to play a one-on-one game to 11, who wins and what's the score?
I win 11-2. I gave him 2 easy ones to start.
In this clip, you're going to see competition. This is how one challenges themselves and pushes to be better. Whether you kill or get killed, you're going to come out of this better. Daniel is a great talent, but myself and others just have enough to push him. He has to realize the amount of people in this world that want to get to where he wants to go. He has big dreams, so his work ethic needs to be on another level. His work ethic and love for the game is there. He just needs to step it up to a whole nother level. He will see the benefits of pushing himself and pushing against others, how he will become a whole new player and person. They say iron sharpens iron, so let's test that theory out. Let's create something unique.
Go! Go!